This video was brought to you by Technically Not a Technician. In today's video we will be talking about two proxy options that we've had limited success with. The first will be another proxy service. This one is called Razor Proxy. I was able to get one free proxy with 500 megabytes of data, and we were able to add it successfully, but it is a data center proxy, and I believe that we will be limited on our success. It's also a free trial, and I know it will not last very long. The other is a tool I found that can help us find public proxies that we can add to our network. This tool is called Bird's Proxy Searcher 5.1. With this option, I've been able to connect with errors, and I think it has to do with the login. It's common knowledge that most public proxies don't use logins. The first item I'd like to share is the new proxy service I've found. As you can see, we have the coveted green icon indicating that it's connected and working. The service that's given us this free trial is Razor Proxy. This service is only giving us 500 megabytes of data, and from my understanding, once the 500 megabytes is gone, my trial will be over. So, I've got to admit, I believe this is a one-time shot. It's also my understanding that this is a shared proxy, and if I'm not mistaken, it's from a data center and not a private or residential proxy. This isn't ideal, but I'll take it. I also want to inform you that when setting up the account I was asked why I needed a proxy and asked why I was using it. I said for educational purposes. Don't judge me. The next thing I've found is a tool that'll help you harvest proxies. Yeah, you heard that right. Bird's Proxy Searcher 5.1 is the name of the tool, and yes, it'll search the internet for free proxies, however they're only free public proxies. Truth is, public proxies suck for our needs, but it's not going to cost me anything to try them. Also, I feel like, if I don't try this method, I'll never know if I can make a free buck off of it. Bird's Proxy Searcher 5.1 is super easy to use, mostly because there isn't much to it. On the dashboard you'll find a slide bar letting you adjust how accurate your search will be, and also an area that lets you select the kind of proxy you're searching for.
Looks like my AI voice generator isn't working right, and in order to finish this video we will be changing the voice. You've got to love technical difficulties. Now in the top right you will find a tools section. This area does have tons of settings that you can play with. I've not changed anything, and I've been using the default settings for this demo. I do see some items in this section that I'd like to experiment with, but for now I'll keep them at the default settings. In order to harvest our public proxies, we will simply hit the search button and let the program search the internet for us. This does take some time, so go get a beer, relax, and let those public proxies populate. When using this app, I've seen that it does give us a few pages of proxies to pick from, and because they are public proxies, and we really have no idea how effective they'll be, I'll be trying to use them all. I've also noticed that some of these public proxies have been rated. I'm not sure who is rating these, nor do I know how they are being rated. Most of the proxies that I've seen are not rated, and I'm not sure the ratings have any impact on our goals. After your search is done, all you have to do is hit the copy button at the bottom right-hand corner, and of course we'll need to format the data so that Peer2Profit will understand it all. In order for us to get our formatting right for Peer2Profit, I'll be using Microsoft's Excel and Notepad++. We'll first start with Excel, so that we can remove the data that Peer2Profit doesn't need. We will also need to add some data to the front of each of these proxies. As I'm sure you're aware, we'll have to put what protocol we'll be using, and we'll need to have a user and password. For now, I'm simply placing the number 1 in place for both the password and the username. I'm not sure how well this will work, but I figure it's worth a try. I'm not an expert with Excel, so this will take a minute, but you will need to add HTTP, a semicolon, then 2 forward slashes, followed by a 1, another semicolon, then another 1, and last we will add an @ sign. This needs to be added in front of each of our proxies. Once we have all of our data added to our Excel file, we'll copy all of it and move over to Notepad++. We're going to use Notepad to do some simple editing. We will need to remove the space between our proxy and the protocol in each of these lines, and I'll be using the Find and Replace tool for this. I'm sure there are other programs that have the ability to do this, and it doesn't matter what program you use to get you here, all that matters is we get the formatting right. Now that we have all of our data set, we'll simply paste the data into Peer2Profit's proxy uploader, and we'll see how many of them connect. I'm sure the ones that do connect will connect with errors, but to be honest, what do we expect? After all, these are public proxies, and they're for free. It looks as if after they run the check most of them have connected, but all of them that did connect, connected with errors. Again, I'm not expecting much from free public proxies, and I do feel as if this is a step in the right direction. However, I'm not sure if they would connect with less errors if we had a way to load them without passwords and user information. I plan to experiment with this a little to see if I can find a better way to connect with them, and if I learn something I'll report what I know.
Please feel free to try out any of the referral links I have listed in my description. I personally use them all to help myself build a passive income portfolio, and most of the programs have a sign-on bonus when you sign up via my referral links. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you found it informative and helpful. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All of those actions really help the channel grow, and it helps me bring you more content.